Welcome back to PSN News. I'm Lauren Reehl, and with me tonight is Emily Treacy, a student who helps run PSU Barstool and PSU Chicks. Thank you so much for joining us, Emily.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Welcome onto our show. So just tell us a little bit about yourself, your year, your major.
So my name's Emily, which I know we went over, but I am currently a senior at Penn State. I'm majoring in public relations, and then I have minors in both entrepreneurship and political science, and then I'm a member of the Curley Center for Sports Journalism.
Very fancy. So as I just mentioned, you work for both PSU Barstool and Penn State Chicks. So when did you start getting involved with those accounts?
So actually, through a club I'm involved in, the Association for Women in Sports Media, I was connected with one of the girls that at the time ran the Penn State Barstool account. That was my freshman year. Through her, I interviewed, sent my resume, all that kind of fun stuff, and I've been doing it ever since January of my freshman year. And I started on the Chicks account and then kind of was on the Barstool team, but not solely posting, it took, I think, until my junior year to start posting, and then my senior year to fully be in charge of the account.
So you said that you originally didn't start off posting. So what was your initial role when you first joined the club?
So when I first joined on Chicks, I was posting, and then through that, we try really hard to work as a cohesive team. So we all, are in one big group chat. We're all contributing to ideas for events, content, merch, memes, captions for pictures, being there when we're video, man on the street, all that kind of fun stuff. So I was part of that collaborative effort.
That's very nice. So really, what sparked your interest? Did you always know that you wanted to get more into social media and be behind the scenes and what it takes to run these accounts? Or is it something that just you came across and you fell in love with?
I think a little bit of both. I think, I'm not going to lie, when I was coming to Penn State, I would scroll through the Barstool account, see all these really cool things that were happening, and in the back of your head, you are asking those questions. Who's running that? How did they get involved in that? How many people? All that kind of fun stuff. And with that, when the opportunity arose to become involved with the account, in my head, of course I'm going to do it. That's so cool to see such a strong, I think the account does a really good job of representing not only the student body as a whole and what people believe in and what people want to do and their ideas and events that are going on and opinions. The account does, like I said, a really great job of that, and to be a part of that and to have influence in that is something I'm really proud to be doing and something that was a no-brainer.
That's really awesome. And you seem very passionate about being a part of the accounts. Can you just explain the purpose behind Barstool and Penn State Chicks and what content they tend to post?
Yeah, so I would say it's definitely a mix of content. It comes from obviously Barstool headquarters as a brand, and then it was in 2015-ish that they launched their college viceroy program, which is basically each account started as each major college, but now there's hundreds of college Barstool accounts around the country for each account, and then the Penn State or the Barstool Chicks account started in 2019, and the Barstool accounts originally started as a place for students to be able, have their funny video posted, to have memes about college life and on-campus life, fun interviews with students about their opinions, what's going on around. And then the Chicks account started as a, female humor account, because I think it's definitely, Barstools tend to be one kind of humor, and I think it's really, really great that we can also have an account that expresses all the fun things that girls do and the things that we find really, really funny. So it's nice to, like I said, be able to represent those and then to have accounts in place kind of for, it's cliche, but for the students, by the students.
So as a student looking in on these accounts, you don't really know how many people are involved, and it sounds like there's big teams. Would you say there's a lot of kids behind the scenes who are helping to create content?
Yeah, so we right now have a team of myself and 6 other people on the main Penn State Barstool page. And then on the Penn State Chicks account, it is 3 other girls that contribute. And in the past, those numbers, it's always pretty much around there. I think the biggest team we've had maybe was 9 students. Smallest was 2. It's kind of always fluctuating depending on when people graduate, when we hire people, all that kind of fun stuff. But for the most part, it is it's a collaborative effort, because when you're trying to represent, I think our main account just hit 200K, something like that. But in all, we have over 350,000 followers, and you're trying to be funny for that many people, find a sense of humor, find jokes for that many sense of people. One person is not going to be able to do that. So it's really, really great to have a team where we can collaborate, can ask each other's opinion, and I think we've done a pretty good job of trying to find students that all kind of have different ideas and opinions to create one account.
It takes a community, and you guys are doing a great job. What does the process of filtering through the submissions look like?
It depends. I would say, obviously, in the summer, we're not getting a lot, definitely.
Yeah.
But the process is basically me and the other students every morning just kind of scrolling through DMs, seeing what gets sent in, filtering through what's appropriate, what's not. And just at a general basis, what is actually funny? I think it gets hard. You know, everyone thinks anything might be funny in the moment or it might be an inside joke. So trying to find videos that a collective people will be able to laugh with, be able to understand, which can be a hard task because, you know, it's, oh, I find this funny. Do you? Oh, I don't know, not so much. So I think that can kind of go back and forth. And like I said, obviously we have been kind of tailored as a controversial account sometimes, but trying to make sure we're not on that line too much and we still maintain appropriateness and the integrity and respect of students.
That's really amazing, and I think your group of people have been doing a great job trying to make really funny and relatable content to the student body. So I just want to say thank you so much for sharing some of that behind the scenes with us all tonight. Thank you so much, Emily, for coming in and telling us more about this time running social media accounts. Coming up next, Jason and Alexa have the latest news from across the nation. Stay tuned.